everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two of the better quarterbacks in the AFC North. It's Andy Dalton going up against Joe Flacco. With that, let's get you up to M&T Bank Stadium. On the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. And hello again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin here in the booth. And Chuck, you take a look at this matchup. I don't know if it's going to be one in the trenches from the quarterbacks out, whatever. It's going to be a good game.
Oh, without a doubt. I can't wait to see the big fellas have an impact. We're always spotlighting those wide receivers and quarterbacks and running backs and even the defensive backs. But the big guys, I can't wait to see which one tilts the balance for their team.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And there's no substitute for experience in this league. And what it usually leads to, a whole lot of confidence. Andy Dalton is sharp with where to go with the football now. I think he sees reads before they actually even happen. He can sense them now, and he is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And his first pass is incomplete. In the backfield out of the starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Brandon Tate was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Timmy Jernigan. Play him over the nose, play him at defensive tackle, bounce him out to defensive end. Wherever you want to put him, Timmy Jernigan can play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And that's incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And 4th down coming up.
So the defense forces a 3 and out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on 1st down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
Now Campanaro. Look at the spin. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
And you can say so many positive things about him as a player. Durable, guy's got a big right arm. Receivers absolutely love him to be able to go downfield and grab the football. But I think he elevates his play. In fact, I know he elevates his play when he gets to the postseason. And that's the kind of guy you want leading your team.
They come up in an offset eye. First carry for Justin Forsett. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Tackle made there by Ray Malaluga, the linebacker. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Flacco here on second down. And Aiken with it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Carlos Dansby is a versatile linebacker, comfortable at either outside or inside, and always a respected team leader.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Here's Flacco. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Forsett. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Oh, man. 4th down and 1, and you're on your own side of midfield. That takes a little bit of courage to pull off. But they went ahead and snapped it, and it'll work out for them as they get the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Back to the ground on first. Again, Forsett. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On second down, Flacco to throw. And Steve Smith hauls it in. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Flacco gives to Forsett. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Domata Peko, the one to get him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Forsett. And he stopped immediately there. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, You've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Adam Jones with a return of 102 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one officially goes down to the books as a return for a touchdown on the kickoff of 103 yards. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. What a spin. Stiff-armed him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They get 39 yards out of that one. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On first down, Flacco. Over the middle to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1 quarter down. 7-3 the score. We're back to Baltimore after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Off again from Flacco. Forsett spinning past him and snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the ground, Forsett. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Forsett, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Dalton now to pass. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away.
And you pressure on them and make it tough as an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that's complete. It's Watson. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, this is Forsett. And he's got some space here. He's going to go. Justin Forsett. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Forsett with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just...
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he was.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And welcome back. The offense. Unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Dalton, and able to find Green. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And the ball is knocked out. Caught Eifert over the middle. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And first, we're going to get a timeout as the defense will talk this over. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. First down throw coming for Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Looking sideline, incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. 3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And a look here now at Justin Forsett. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah.
Just,
and you know how superstitious these guys can be.
Oh, there's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need some of that.
Yeah, right. It's working. They come out with one back and three tight ends. The drive begins with a run by Forsett. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
On second down, Flacco to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Fake to Allen. Here's Flacco. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's such a good... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. He's going to air one out. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Ravens are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Bengals just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Tucker's got it on the teeth. He'll take it out of the end zone, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. They're now on top by 4. First and 10. Forsett's going to head outside to the right. He takes off and ends up picking up 39 yards on the play. Ravens later on the drive. Forsett's going to look for a gap, and he'll go in for a score. They go ahead by a field goal. Ravens lined up at the 48. Forsett's going to shift out to the right side, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score, pushing the lead to 10. Now to late in the second. Eifert going to cough up possession here. Ravens end up picking up the ball and scoring. The lead now at 17. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's turn it back over to Brandon and Charles in Baltimore.
Now Campanaro. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
They start the second half with a run by Forsett. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And Watson has it right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, this is Forsett. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The veteran Carlos Dansby in on the stop.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Flacco here on 2nd down. Catch left side here by Aiken. And down inside the 15 he goes.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Another run. This time, though, Forsett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Forsett, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
10 yards still left on second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. That is incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 4th down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now Flacco. And incomplete on the deep ball. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kamar Aiken, 71 yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Ravens defense now as they get ready for the next possession. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Throwing on 2nd down. Green's got it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Dalton, 1st and 10. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. 2nd down, Dalton. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They start on the ground with 4 set. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd down to the offense needing 5 yards. On second down, Flacco to throw. And Aiken with it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll try and get it with Forsett. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Baltimore is going to go here. It's Flacco. And it is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. That if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Wide 20. Wide 20.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And they only need a little bit here. Third down and very short. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run again with Bernard. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
They send Green to the left on his own.
20. Wide 20.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. C.J. Mosley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Dalton throwing on second down. That's caught at the 3. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things, because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Back out Nugent now after the field goal as he'll send it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, they run. Again, it's 4th down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Left field, call it. Babe Ruth, ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a... So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy?